Hello everyone, this is Lena Kiers from Inspired Creations. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And today I have a fun card to make with you. Since it's fall and the leaves are falling, I thought I would just use some leaves to stamp with today. So, don't need a stamp set for the leaves. I was going for a walk with my dog and I saw these cute little maple leaves and I thought, perfect for stamping. So here we go. This is the card that I practiced on, and these are just leaves that I found in my garden. I don't know what kind of leaves they are, but these are the leaves I found today when I went for a walk, and I thought these are nice little maple leaves, so that's what I'm going to use. I also practiced how to stamp them. Stamp them like this or like this. So this is the good side of the leaf down, and this is the back of the leaf stamped. And the same thing here. This is stamping with the back of the leaf, and this is stamping with the front of the leaf. I kind of like this better because it gives you more of the details, so that's what I'm going to do on today's card. On this card that I did yesterday, this is stamping with the front of the leaf. Okay, so what we need is a piece of cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and we're just going to fold on the score. Then we need another piece, 3 3/4 by 5. And then this is just a wee bit bigger, so this is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And that's just to give this little contrast here. Now, you could also do it using vanilla cardstock. And I can't quite make up my mind which one I like better. So you can decide for yourself if you decide to do something like this. Okay, we'll put these pieces aside and get busy with the card. We're going to use the buddy just to remove anything that would hold the embossing powder, like fingerprints or things like that. Okay, now make sure that you've got a lot of Versamark on here. And okay, let's start with the big one. So I'm just really pushing this into the Versamark. And you want to check that it's pretty well stamped. You want to get all those veins in particular. Okay. Oh dear, I shouldn't move it. Let's see what happens with that. You don't want to get the leaves when they're crunchy. They have to be pretty soft and like you can pick them right off the tree. You could, of course, do these one at a time and emboss it and everything, and then do the next leaf. But I prefer to see the whole layout first. So maybe we'll just fit this one in like that. A little bit more. Okay. It's okay to leave a little bit of space because we need to put a label there too. Okay, so now I'm just going to take some scrap paper and I'm just going to lay that over there like that. There. Now just really with the flat of your hand, just push so that those veins really stamp on the paper. Uh-oh, I think this one moved. We'll see what happens. I can always use those leaves again. Okay, so I'll bring in my copper embossing powder. Not too bad. If there's an area that you really don't like this smudge, could be my fingerprint or something. Just take a little brush and carefully brush it away. And it really doesn't matter if there's a few little flecks extra. Okay, put that aside. Now you'll have to pardon the noise because I have to heat emboss this just for a minute. And I'm going to do it right here so you can see the magic happen. So this is called a heat tool. And just keep an eye on this embossing powder, and all of a sudden you'll see it turn shiny. There it goes. Isn't that incredible? Heat embossing is what got me started into stamping. The first Stampin' Up! Party I went to, we were doing heat embossing, and I just thought it was wonderful. And I decided then and there, when I retire from teaching, this is what I'm going to do. And that's why I'm a demonstrator. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? Just from a leaf that I found while going for a walk, or a bunch of leaves. Okay, so now we're going to decide what to do with the rest of the card. Now I'm going to make this one a sympathy card because I've been selling a few of my sympathy cards to people who needed them, and I'm running out. So this is from the Peaceful Moments set. And it says, with deepest sympathy. So stamp it. And again, bring in this beautiful copper embossing powder. Good thing I've got my handy dandy brush here. There we go. And I'll just heat that over here for a sec. There we go. So we're done with this. And we're done with this, so we'll put that all aside. So now I want to layer it like this, but I'd like to have a layer behind this. So I'm just going to punch another label right out of the middle of this because nobody's going to see that. And then I'll put this layer on. Always need to remember to work in your viewing area. I tend to work close to the edge for myself, so I need to remind myself all the time. Okay, just thinking if I need to do anything else before I attach this, but it's fine. There, so nobody sees that I cut the label right out of that brown piece. Now, what am I going to do? These are the same size, so that's not much of a layer. So I'll just take this, give it a snip, and put some adhesive on both parts. And then we'll just raise it up a wee bit so little brown edges showing there. And a little brown edges showing at the top. Let's try and get it straight. There we go. That's perfect. Now we need some dimensionals. There we go. I love these mini dimensionals. They're just the right size. I used to take the big dimensionals and cut them in half, but with these I don't have to do that. Okay, so I want to just cover this open space here. And then I would like to make a bow. Now this is just some twine or jute, I'm not sure, just from the grocery store. And it actually, you just buy it in a spool like that. And what I did was I just untwisted it. Oops, come on. There we go. And then you just keep turning till it untwists all the way. And that's how I got. I don't know if that's going to be long enough, so I'll tie my bow from here. Just bunny ears, tie a knot, and then make it do what you want it to do. There we go. That looks pretty. On my other card, I put the twine in behind. I just kind of put some dimensionals on the back, and before I stuck it down, I made sure that this was stuck to the dimensionals. So now I'll just use a glue dot. And attach it right there. Isn't that a pretty card? And if you want to try it with the white backing, I was thinking this one here, I would use the part that I had shown you already, like this, and do my words here and maybe put the ribbon on like that. That would be pretty too. Maybe I'll just do that quickly. So we're going to emboss this again. What did I do with the words? Oh, right here. Bring the first mark back in. Stamp it near the bottom. And we'll heat it up. You don't want to overheat, because if you overheat, the shine goes away and it becomes just kind of not as pretty. I think I will, oops, wrong glue. This is the one that's nice and sticky. There we go. I had already made this bow ready. Just put this across here. And then maybe we'll use dimensionals on this. There you go. And then what a quick card, and so pretty. So there we go. These are the cards that we made this afternoon. And this was the other card that I started out with, my practice card. So this one is more for Thanksgiving. My heart is grateful for you. You could maybe give that to the hostess if you're going somewhere for Thanksgiving dinner. And my sympathy cards that I will have ready for that sad occasion. And that's it. So if you don't have a demonstrator yet, here is all my information. I would love to be your demonstrator. If you would like to order any products, this is my store, and this is my October host code. So you can just stop the video and you can write that information down if that interests you. That's it for today. Bye-bye.